The facts are simple. My mom was a U.S. citizen by birth. She was born in Wilmington, Delaware. I was born in Calgary when my parents were there. Now, under U.S. law, the child of a U.S. citizen born abroad is a natural-born citizen. That has been true from the very beginning of this country.
What do you think of Canadian Ted Cruz?
She said he's a pussy. That's Tara.
I think he's really nasty.
He's a nasty guy. Nobody likes him. Nobody in Congress likes him. Nobody likes him anywhere once they get to know him.
He is nasty. He's an oily motherfucker.
I mean, he never got his, what is it, his
CRBA?
CRBA.
What is a CRBA?
CRBA is the form that a child, when they're born abroad, needs to have filled out immediately to prove that they're an American citizen.
Oh, and what did he show?
A Canadian birth certificate.
That's right. Now, the only reason I would show a Canadian birth certificate is if I wanted to prove I was a Canadian citizen.
Right.
See, Americans don't use Canadian documents.
No, we don't.
We use American documents.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you're an American, you go to the consulate and you say, you know what, I was born in Canada, but I was an American at birth because my mom's a Canadian citizen. She never voted in Canada, for example. Even though my dad became a Canadian citizen, my mom was a rebel. She's like, I'm going to keep my American citizenship even though I want to vote. No, well, we don't know if she voted.
We don't know if she got her Canadian citizenship,
But
or a dual citizenship. Do we know?
let's just put it this way. Even if mom was born in Delaware, if she renounced her American citizenship before Ted was born, Ted wasn't born American, even though she was born in Delaware. But we don't know that. But what we do know is I've never seen Ted Cruz's CRBA, and that's the only document that would prove he's an American. Showing a Canadian birth certificate is not proof that he's an American citizen. Showing a Canadian birth certificate in conjunction with his mom's Delaware birth certificate is not proof he's an American citizen. Because like I said, she may have renounced her citizenship. Or, like I said too, or I should have said, you really have to choose before your 18th birthday to become an American citizen. You have to choose to get your CRBA. If he never chose that, he may not be an American citizen. And I can just picture oily Ted Cruz lying his way through life.
Well,
how did he get his American driver's license? Well, I can picture him at the DMV with all these bubble-headed people listening to him go, well, I'm an American citizen because my mom was born in Delaware and I want my driver's license. Even 18 years old, he was probably sharp enough and oily enough to get through the process.
Look, the facts are real simple. My mom is a U.S. citizen by birth. She was born in Wilmington, Delaware. Sir, I'll answer your question, but I'm not going to debate you. I'll answer your question, but I'm not going to debate you. Sir, I'm happy to answer your question.
Okay, so the question is about...
Sir?
Okay.
And I can see them down in Houston, Texas going, well, just bring your mama's birth certificate, I guess, and we'll be okay.
Well, on that note, I mean, you can be an illegal immigrant in the United States. I'm not saying Ted's an illegal immigrant in the United States, but you can go and get your driver's license in California without your documentation. And so what does a driver's license really prove at this point in time?
Doesn't prove shit.
It doesn't prove you're an American. It
No.
doesn't prove that you're natural born.
No.
And
It proves that he was able to get through the DMV with his line of
exactly.
bullshit.
And considering he went to Harvard, he went to American.
Faggoty ass Harvard.
He went
Norman, with your Harvard mouth, extend me some fucking courtesy.
to American universities. I'm sure all of that. He could use his student ID to.
Do you think he
play
lost
with
his anal
everyone.
virginity in Harvard?
I would say chances are very good. I heard he did well in school.
Heads or tails?
Bisexuals are my favorite. They're cute, aren't they? They must get up in the morning and flip a coin. Yeah, heads, I want hair pie. Tails, balls across the nose. I mean, what kind of menu is this?
Can we use Hillary's coin?
All right, so we've established that Ted Cruz might not even be an American, much less a natural born citizen. And his proof of being a citizen is that my mom was born in Delaware. Well, did you know Winston Churchill's mom was born in America?
No.
Yeah. And according to Ted Cruz, that means that Winston Churchill was automatically an American citizen. Well, that's just bullshit.
Now, the
You
thing
know,
about Ted
when you have one American citizen parent and you choose to pursue your American citizenship, you can be an American citizen no matter where you're born in the world. But the State Department, the consulate, and I'll provide the link down below, gives you specific instructions on what you need to do to become an American citizen. I'm also going to provide the link below about how Ted Cruz's mama has a magic room. You gotta check that out. Because,
that could explain everything.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think she had a magic hooter.
A Delawarean womb.
A magic hoo-hoo.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And when I say the word pussy, I mean coward.
ah!
I don't mean the other thing, cat. I don't mean cat. I don't mean a hairy Canadian cat. I mean coward.
The fact is, there's a big overhang. There's a big question mark on your head.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Senator. I'm going to be voting for the first time in this election. Could you please explain to me why and how, until recently, you were unaware that you were a Canadian citizen from birth? This isn't a question about your eligibility. This is actually about your credibility. Thanks.
Well, thank you very much for that kind question. And
Better a Canadian than a Kenyan.
look, the facts are real simple. My mom is a U.S. citizen by birth. She was born in Wilmington, Delaware.
Well, I'm actually
Sir, I'll answer your question, but I'm not going to debate you. I'll answer your question, but I'm not going to debate you.
Excuse me.
Sir, I'm happy to answer your question.
Okay, so the
But,
question is about...
sir,
Okay.
I'm happy to answer your question, but this is not going to be an ongoing conversation. The facts are simple. My mom was a U.S. citizen by birth. She was born in Wilmington, Delaware. I was born in Calgary when my parents were there. Now, under U.S. law, the child of a U.S. citizen born abroad is a natural-born citizen. That has been true from the very beginning of this country.
I understand.
Sir, okay, next question. If you want me to answer your question, I'll do it, but I'm not debating you. Okay, yes, sir.